Deep down, you must realise you're one of the great black. Whether you want to admit it openly.
Oh no, I genuinely, like, heart on my, like, chest, on my top, I genuinely don't. Like, I was good because of the players around me.
What was it like growing up in Nelson?
Obviously, it's a bit bigger now, but it was really quiet. So where we are right now didn't exist. It was a field. I had a sand turf, so I grew up on a sand turf for hockey. But it was really cool. We had a little lifestyle block with, just farmy kind of stuff. So it's like horses, cows, chickens, sheep, no dogs. So obviously rounding up the sheep, that was me and my brothers and the family. So it was really cool. It was real humble, just real down to earth. And but I think more it's just like that family kind of thing, and just trying to instill those values of just, be a nice, kind human, really good, like just humble, appreciate people and what they do, but also, back yourself as well. And like with what I'm doing now with work and things like that, it's just trying to instill that you're not defined by where you've come from or how you've grown up. My parents, obviously, they're like my biggest cheerers and they supported heaps. I know that my mum didn't really, back in the day, she wasn't really given those opportunities. She loved sport and wanted to do sport, but that wasn't really, they lived in between Murchison, like just out of Murchison, so it wasn't really a thing for her, and so she didn't want to put that restraint on me. And I was a bit like her and loved sport, and I played everything, and then obviously each year I was just getting busier and busier, and she wouldn't choose. She made me pick something that would sort of drop out of things. So like my brother did trampolining, so I did trampolining, I was playing touch, and any kind of sport like that, I was just amongst it. And then, hockey was the last one standing, and here we are.
When did you know you were handy with a hockey stick?
I still don't. I generally just think I stood out because I could run fast, and then could see potential, and he pushed. And I think whether it's the resilience and just the determination, fitness, speed, and then, the hockey came along. I still, I was good because I had great people around me. Like the people, I had Kayla Whitelock, Emily Naylor, you've got Stacey Mickelson, you've got Charlotte, Gemma, and the rest that were all around you, that supported you. So I like to remind people that, when you go out and play hockey, you actually can't play a game of hockey by yourself. You need your teammates, so they're your family, your team, and you need to work together for the ultimate end, which is obviously to take the win, but just to remind them you can't do it by yourself, you need your teammates.
Chicken and egg question. The resilience and determination you talk about, did you need that going into the Black Sticks, or did you grow it in the Black Sticks?
I think it was growing. I think obviously there was, you had enough to get to that first step, and you had that drive and that want. I think deep down I didn't believe it ever could, and then when it did, I think it was also growing a lot in there. There's so many hurdles and things that you've got to overcome, lots of losses and wins and all those hard, tough trainings, and making sure you're not, you've got to turn up every day to your trainings, and just that drive and the passion. Like, I think that you need that to go, but again, in a team sport, you're turning up for your family and your teammates. You're turning up for them, they're turning up for you, and that's sort of, I think, what gets you through, those hard trainings that you're wanting to have a little vom over in the corner, and it's really tough and hard, but again, you're doing it with everyone and everyone's doing it together. So I love that team side of things, but I also do like the individual side is reminding them that you are yourself as well. So you've got your skills and your strengths, and you need to know those to be able to foster those and grow those, because I think, I was told once, you need to work on your weaknesses, but you need to practice your strengths. And Stacey Mickelson, you'd always see her out there with, she's an amazing dribbler, and then you'll see her doing that over and over again, and just her amazing stick work and things. So she's just an example. And, you work on what you need to work on, but you also work on your strengths. And, that takes a bit of time and desire and, the want to do it.
What makes a great black stick then, do you reckon?
I think a great black stick is, having that resilience, learning from your mistakes, knowing what you are good at, knowing what your weaknesses are so that you can work on them. Being a great team player, understanding your role in a team and what you can bring. And then also, how can you bring the best out of your teammates as well is a really good attribute to have. But just having that determination, the want, the desire, the love, I think, lots of things.
What made you retire? You were only 29. You're a stone's throw from 300 games. You were the leading goal scorer for New Zealand. You probably still had a bit in the tank. From face value.
I did. And, I had choices to make. And then, you're trying to... I weighed it out. Like, people are like, you got to be sure. And I was like, trust me, I was sure. I just didn't feel like, I didn't fit into the team. And I wanted to have Ryan. And I just didn't see, I know what I'd put into it, and I wasn't willing to have the heartache that I did coming into the next Olympics.
Talk about heartache a little bit. In the what ifs, 2 fourth place finishes in an Olympics. What did that feel like?
At least we were consistent. That's my sort of go-to. But really, I'm like, oh. It was horrible. I don't even, you still be driving. You're like, I'm going to wake up. I understand we did so well in London. The expectation on us was 0. We made the semis, and then no one expected that from us. So we did. It was amazing, and you try and appreciate that. But the competitive side, and deep down, you're like, and did you know you get 4th place certificates? They suck. But one day I'll appreciate those. But so they're around. But and it kind of gave you the drive and that belief. I think it was a positive in terms of it gave us that belief that we could do it and we could compete on the world stage. When I think before that, whether, did we believe that? I don't know. But then to get 4th again, to be honest, I still feel like I'm going to wake up and, just that game. I still actually haven't watched it, but I just remember the feeling, even 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. I was like, no, it's going to, it just felt like we were in control and it was just going to come. It just wasn't. So I don't know, that's still a very big blur and it hurt a lot and it still hurts. But then on the flip side, you go, oh, we did really well, but people out there know that, if you're at that competitive, that's not enough. We didn't go to be participants. We went there to get a medal. And again, the whole, I felt really bad. I know how much Kayla had worked to get back and to be there for the Rio. She was a mum. And, so you feel like you really wanted to do it for her. Yes, you wanted to do it for yourself, but that's just my personality is putting the others. I felt like I'd let the coaching staff down and wish we'd done more somehow. But it is what it is, I guess. And then we rebuilt, and then I think then I had a little bit of a break, and then came back, and I was so excited for the future after Gold Coast. That final game, it just felt really easy, and everyone stepped up, everyone played their part. There was no standout, I guess. It just worked, and it just flowed. It was really awesome, and so I was really excited going to the World Cup, and then the World Cup, and we didn't even and I think that last game, if it's on, I've not seen it, but that last game I knew then, but I gave, we got home and had that time and mulled it and talked it over and then just tried to reassess, and my next focus was, I guess, my little Ryan.
What's life look like for Anita Punt now? What are you up to?
For me now, focus obviously is my son. He keeps me very busy. Obviously priority. I'm now back in Nelson, which is really cool, being around family and school friends, and just being back to what it was before I was the hockey player that everyone remembers. I have started working in early childhood, so didn't see that coming. I just loved playing around with my son, and someone sort of said, "Oh, you're really great with kids." So I'm doing relieving. I have also helped co-found a charitable trust called Active Little Learners. So it's just about fundamental movement patterns with 2 to 5 year olds. It's really fun. It's really rewarding. It's tough work because you turn up and you've got to make them love being active and healthy and just getting that healthy lifestyle. Like, I try my best to do what I can to just encourage people, have a good healthy, just be happy, enjoy life, put one foot in front of the other, get out there, experience new things, try not, I hate the anxiety that people have and feel. Be real, I think, is the biggest thing. Is I just want to be able to be myself, and I'm still learning who I am and what I love, and that's awesome and okay. So I think just inspiring the next generation just to be great people, because New Zealand's awesome, Nelson's awesome, so you're representing your country, your province, your family, but also accepting who you are, just having fun. Life's short, isn't it? So get out there, try different things, and you don't need all the big coaching, you don't need to be in those big centres to make it. Like, I'm proof of that. Obviously Nelson's a bit bigger now, but and has a lot better facilities and opportunities. But the Westports and Greymouth and Gore and Otago and Cromwell, all of those people, that's my favourite place to go down to, because that you're showing them there's opportunities to make it through in hockey, but just life. It doesn't matter if you want to do something.